My friends, good day. Just a short video from the Dubai Marina to let you know that I left the United Kingdom and I haven't been living in the United Kingdom for several days now. So right now I'm in Dubai. This isn't my final destination yet. I still have quite a few hours of flying and quite a way to go before I get to where I need to be. It'll happen soon, but I've left Europe for a bit. So actually maybe it's time to take stock. You know, I left Algeria when I was a kid. I started in Switzerland, then I lived in France, in Germany, I lived in the United Kingdom, and in each of these countries, in many places, I think I'm an immigrant in Syria, right? I'm an immigrant in Syria. I visited many countries. I tried to settle down here and there, on the right, on the left. And honestly, I wasn't, how should I say, I was always looking for stability. Honestly, are you watching? I've been in the United Kingdom for 18 years, well, 17 years, all right. So I'm not the guy who wants to move somewhere else every 6 months. But unfortunately, the frog, by enduring, by witnessing a slow, vicious, incremental, inexorable rise in temperature, well, the frog ended up jumping out of the boiling water. That's what I did. So here I am at the Dubai Marina. It's just a nice place where people walk around, either with their families or alone. Others are jogging and all that. It's 7 post meridian right now. And actually, this is when the temperature becomes a bit milder because during the day it gets pretty hot. We're pretty close to 40 degrees. Right now, I think we're in the high 20s. The temperature is around 28 or 29 degrees. It's very pleasant and easy to breathe. So what I want to tell you is there's still something about it. If I look at my videos from about 10 years ago, even 7 or 8 years ago, honestly, I never thought I would find refuge in a Muslim country. Ah, yes, I believed it. Look for yourself. That's kind of the point of this experience we're doing together. It's that I say things and see things that come from the heart. I truly believe in them. And when I say them, I mean them, and I have valid reasons to think that way. But humans are the way they are. With time we change, but the world also changes significantly. And for me, it has really transformed a lot. Since the health crisis, COVID kills. And in me, it killed the citizens. That means it was from that moment on that I felt a very deep shift happening inside me. That means I realized that maybe I didn't really have a country. That a place where I'm left alone, where I can work, where I can live, that's my country. It could be on the ice floe, it could be in the desert, it could be in the forest, it doesn't matter at all. And the day when life becomes unbearable, well, that's when it's high time to pack your bags and leave. You shouldn't get attached or set the bar too high. You just have to do what's necessary. Adapt to the situation, live day by day in a world that is changing. Perhaps it was a bit excessive, too fast. There was a time not so long ago when people could work from father to son in the same place, passing down a trade. Look, there are still in the cities, sometimes there are still old signs. You see things like so-and-so, father to son, the company, I don't know what, construction or something, father to son. It's a sign that there used to be a stable world. Today you feel like you're doing rodeo, you feel like you're strapped to a bull and doing rodeo a little bit. Observe the significant number of people who have lost their jobs in recent months. I mean, you're gonna live. How are you gonna handle that? That's what I call it. That's the anti-walkers call. That's the anti-walkers call. There are 5 calls to prayer a day. That's it. Dubai, you see, did you see the contrast? It means that there's no, how should I put it? I prefer a moderate Islam, an Islam where the one who wants to go to the mosque goes to the mosque and the one who wants to party, parties. Isn't that right? I prefer an Islam like that. With what's happening in Europe already, in terms of Islam, there are radicals. There are radicals who would be in prison here, who couldn't even set foot here. All right, that means in terms of radicalism, I mean here, there are Muslims who live normal lives, in harmony with their society, country, and values peacefully.
No one is seeking trouble with anyone.
In Europe, we have the worst radicals. So that's what we have in Europe today. We have even worse radicals, even worse. Who are the wokeists, the extreme leftists, etc.? Who are taking over our schools? Who are taking over cinema, taking over literature, taking over politics? I mean, after a while.
There's only one way to protect yourself from it. It's to leave, to get out of their jurisdiction, to leave this world they're corrupting, that's all.
I'll tell you something too. A lot of my French, British, and Belgian friends tell me, you know, it's the same everywhere. Wherever you go, it'll be the same. The world is doing badly. That's not true, my friends. The world is not doing badly. France is doing badly. The United Kingdom is doing badly. Belgium is doing badly. Actually, you know what? That reminds me of something my father used to say. Everyone will go to heaven except those who don't want to. I assure you, all countries make it except those who don't want to. You go to any country on earth, what you'll notice is that if there's a problem today, whatever it is, you come back in 5 years, they've solved it, or if they haven't solved it, it's decreased in intensity by a lot. It's much more under control. Or it might even be just a distant memory. There are countries in the region that 20 years ago didn't even have running water. You see what I mean? Thank you for coming. When you go to Europe, problems that exist today, in 18 months, they'll be even more deeply rooted. The problems that don't exist in Europe today will exist in 18 months. It's this inexorable feeling that there's a vice that's closing in. But always deliberately, it's always a choice. So I don't know if the strength... It's the first time I'm using my microphones outdoors, that's it. Surat Al-Baqarah, that's Surat number 2, towards the end of it, almost towards the end of that one. We call it Surat Al-Baqarah. Jinni, I think it's verse 200 and something. I don't remember anymore, but at the very least 230, at the very least I told him that 2 heads, I'm not sure. At least 230, it's not the 230 this. If I had to bet my money, I'd put it on 254, but I'm not sure. I'm just putting it out there. That's it, he made it to the end of this one. So as I was saying, all countries manage to get by, except those that don't want to.
Countries worldwide are developing, providing their citizens with increased comfort, security, employment opportunities, and prosperity.
All countries do that. It's normal. It's the natural aspiration of any people. In Europe, we have elites who have decided to liquidate us, who have decided to destroy us. Because you see, we have to save the climate. We have to save I don't know what for stories that are completely made up. Do you feel it? Made up pretexts. But the population, I think, has accepted it. They've accepted their fate. And what's also terrible in this story is, and there I think sometimes there's a battered woman relationship with certain elites. Some European populations have a battered woman relationship with their leaders. It's when they tell you it's the same elsewhere. It's like that woman who lives with a tyrant. And he tells her, that's just the way it is. If you go somewhere else,
it'll be the same thing. Nothing will change. Nothing's going to change for you. It'll be exactly the same story.
And she ended up believing that all women go through the same story, the same violence, with their husbands actually. And the European ended up like that.
He ended up believing that everywhere on earth, it's the same thing. He ended up believing that everywhere, it's like that, you see?
And so he resigns himself. He lives saying, what do you want us to do? That's how it is. Complaining is going away. Complaining isn't going away. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you that I no longer live in the United Kingdom. It's a lot of emotions, a lot of conflicting emotions too, a lot of things going through my mind. But I had to make that decision to free myself. I had to get out of there. That's it. It's absolutely essential to do it. It's absolutely essential to do it for me. But I'm not even the priority in all this. It was for me. Actually, let me explain. It's funny because this kind of verse was talking to you about Islamist radicalism at the beginning of this video. Honestly, this verse he just used, this verse, you wouldn't hear it in a radical mosque actually, it's just a verse. Who says that the truth is clear and the lie is clear? And whoever wants to believe, believes, and whoever wants to disbelieve, well, doesn't believe. I mean, it's not a thing, it's not really a value that you're going to find in European radicalism or in European Islam. In any case, you see the intrusion of this interpretation and all that. It wasn't planned. There you go. It's just I arrived, I started. I'm hesitating to redo the video from start to finish, but I prefer to leave it, like they say on television, live conditions. And what's extraordinary is that it's a country that was built, and you know, there are zero taxes here. Okay, a lot of Europeans say that countries without taxes don't have roads. How do you manage to fund the roads? I mean, it's pretty incredible. Maybe we'll do a 360. Ouch, I hit myself against the seat. I'm going to do a 360-degree turn. What are you looking for? It's a big boat, a boat. Oh, a big boat, a boat. Yeah, that's a good idea, but not for today, man. You want tomorrow? Maybe tomorrow, or the day after tomorrow, or maybe, you know, God willing, one day, you know. I'm a video here. I'm going to finish something. I'm just recording a video. Okay, and I will find you. Okay, give me your number, send me the photos, and I'm literally sold, you know? Okay, already. Cheers. Thank you, mate. Here, my friends, I was telling you, Levi wants to sell me boats on boats. Well, why not? Why not? Boats on boats. You know me, the sea took me. On Tuesday, as Renault said, it's not the man who takes the sea, it's the sea that takes the man. I'm giving you a 360-degree overview. And actually what's extraordinary is that it was built from the desert. So I'm just giving you this as an example, as a kind of symbol. It was built from the desert. Starting from nothing, all right. And in Europe, we're destroying things that took generations, even centuries to build, and we're tearing them down, we're destroying them. What do you want? I hope that Europe will return to its common sense. And well, that's it. But in any case, it won't be for me. For me, all of that is over. Thank you, my friends, for listening to this video up to this point. If you want to leave, if you want to talk about leaving, look in the video description. Look in the pinned comment. You can consult me if you wish. There you go. See you very soon, and we'll see each other in another video. See you soon, and we'll see each other in another video.